Washington, Reuters, the United States and China launch a second round of trade talks on Thursday to try to avert a damaging tariff war, with the Trump administration demanding a $200 billion cut in China-Euro trademark's U.S. trade surplus and greater protections for intellectual property. U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to impose up to $150 billion in punitive tariffs to combat what he says is Beijing-Euro trademark's misappropriation of U.S. technology through joint venture requirements and other policies. Beijing has threatened equal retaliation, including tariffs on some of its largest U.S. imports, including aircraft, soybeans, and autos. At talks in Beijing 2 weeks ago, the two sides presented lengthy lists of demands to each other, agreeing only to keep talking. The Trump administration sought a $200 billion reduction in China-Euro trademark's $375 billion U.S. goods trade surplus, an end to joint venture requirements that it says coerce technology transfers from U.S. companies, and an end to subsidies for advanced technology industries under the A Made in China Euro 2025 program. China demanded that Trump relax crushing restrictions imposed on Chinese telecommunications equipment maker ZTE Corp. 000063.SZ, 0763.HK, as well as an end to restrictions on Chinese investments in the United States and sales of high-technology goods to China, among others. Trump on Sunday said on Twitter that he would help put ZTE back in business after a Commerce Department ban cut off its supply of U.S. components, forcing it to suspend operations. In tweets on Wednesday, Trump linked ZTE Euro trademark's situation to a larger trade deal with China and said that Beijing has a Euro to give a Euro Washington on trade, denying suggestions that his administration was a Euro folding Euro in negotiations with Beijing. Nothing has happened with ZTE except as it pertains to the larger trade deal. Trump wrote on Twitter. We have not seen China-Euro trademark's demands yet, which should be few in that previous U.S. administrations have done so poorly in negotiating. The U.S. has very little to give, because it has given so much over the years. China has much to give, Navarro Nukin Rift. The talks also get underway with some drama as the White House Euro trademark's harshest China critic, Trump trade advisor Peter Navarro, was relegated to a supporting role amid a growing rift with U.S. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin. Navarro will be present at the meetings, but the White House said they would be led by Mnuchin, Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross and U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer. The Chinese side will be led by Vice Premier Liu He, the top economic advisor to Chinese President Xi Jinping. Navarro, author of the book Edith by China has been a major advocate of punitive tariffs on Chinese goods to try to force Beijing to change its trade practices. He attended the initial round of talks in Beijing but had an angry exchange with Mnuchin on the trip, a person familiar with the episode said. The Washington talks will start as USTR finishes up public hearings on the first batch of U.S. tariffs on $50 billion worth of Chinese goods proposed as punishment for alleged violations of U.S. intellectual rights. The tariffs, which target Chinese electrical and machinery parts, autos, and flat-screen television sets, could take effect in early June, and may be followed by an additional round targeting $100 billion worth of Chinese goods yet to be identified. Liu pledges hard work. Liu started his visit in Washington by meeting with trade-focused U.S. lawmakers on Capitol Hill, listening to their concerns and telling them he would work hard to address problems with the U.S. trade relationship. Members of the Trade and Tax-focused U.S. House of Representatives Euro Trademark Ways and Means Committee said they told Liu that he needed to address U.S. concerns about intellectual property theft, forced technology transfers, barriers to investment in China and U.S. agricultural exports. Republican Representative Kevin Brady, the committee Euro Trademark's chairman, said he urged Liu to keep working with the administration toward a solution. He recognizes there are problems in this trade relationship. Brady said of Liu after the meeting. And his hope for this trip was to begin to address the trade imbalance, increasing demand of Chinese consumers for U.S. products, as well as to begin to take steps on the structural reforms. Liu left the meeting with several other Chinese officials without speaking to reporters.